guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I'm doing a review of the Elemental Power Tarot by Melinda Lee Holm, and our illustrator of this deck is Rohan Daniel Eason. So anyway, I picked this up at the B&N, the Barnes & Noble, and it's got a beautiful protective box with that magnetic closure that a lot of people seem to love so much. So it keeps your deck nice and safe. This is published by Cisco Books. And this is one I had kind of seen before but never really saw in much detail. So I kind of had to look up some of the images before I purchased it. But you know me, in my green witchy heart, I love things that are very, animal, nature, things like that. So this deck was definitely up my alley. Okay, so let's take a look at the guidebook first. Because even if you don't necessarily use the guidebook, I just think that it's nice at least to give it a gander, kind of look through it, since the creator sometimes explains what the inspiration was, or maybe kind of what it meant to them, just to kind of get that background. And then of course you do whatever you want with the deck and read however you wish to read. But it's nice that this guidebook is in full color. And of course it's got your wonderful table of contents there. It talks a little bit about the Elemental Power Tarot and why there is what appears to be an absence of people within the deck, and that is because the person that is reading and the people that are being read for, or person that is being read for, are the people within the deck. So like, let's say with the court cards, you would have your like a knight's helmet, and you would have your like a little wreath for the page, or you might have a crown for the king and the queen, and that's because the creator is wanting to invite you to wear those things and what it's like to be in that position. And then with the pip cards, like with your coins and swords and cups and so on and so forth, what is it like to hold the Two of Swords, and what's it like to be in a Four of Cups position, so to kind of place yourself, to superimpose yourself within the cards, which I thought is a unique take. And then it kind of breaks down the elements here for you, and just a little bit more about the deck itself. There's some spreads for you, some symbols for the major arcana, and of course a lot of wonderful information for each of the cards. So again, it's just fun to kind of take a gander. Like I said, it's also in full color, which is cool. And there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and put this aside, and let's bust out our deck here. Okay. So let's see, I'm going to grab one of my other decks for a size comparison. All right, so this is your standard tarot size. And here we go. So you can see that the Elemental Power Tarot is just a little bit wider and a little bit taller than your standard tarot size. And it's basically doesn't really have any coating on it, which makes the cardstock a little bit thinner, but it just feels like really thick paper, if that makes sense. So I don't know how they will stand the test of time, but we'll see. I'm a side shuffler, and I try to take good care of my decks, but I also kind of like when they start to get that worn look. I don't know. I just think they feel better that way, so we'll see. But anyway, here are the back, so you can see it's very intricately done. It is reversible in nature, so if you do read reversals, there you go. I myself don't need to read the cards upside down, but I can read them in an inverse position. So there we go. So let's actually take a look at this beautiful deck. So here we go, starting off with actually one of the pages, so you can see kind of putting this little wreath on your head. What would you feel in that position, this being one of the knight's helmets? This is kind of cool with the pentacles, and here we have all these roots connecting them, very grounding, all of the material world. I like the bubbles for the king. we have all these different crowns, definitely with the elements shown throughout. And with the swords, you know, lots of clouds, thoughts, ideas, notions. I think all the cards are beautiful, but I think what really stands out is the major arcana. I mean, I love the court cards too, and the pips are great. But I really love just the detail work, the line work in the majors. And how cute is that little jack-o'-lantern back there? Beautiful juxtaposition with the Lovers card. With Judgment. You know, will you be the one to grab the shovel up there? That's pretty cool. So I've already done a few readings with this, and I love the readings that have come through, the messages. I also used this during my Saturday live chat. Everybody seemed to really dig it. Even the people that are not so into the pips, you know, seeing it from the perspective of the creator, they seem to be a little bit more open to possibly pips in this deck. There's our ace over there. Beautiful Wheel of Fortune. How cute are those little animals? Like, I'm a sucker for animal decks and nature decks. So this deck had my number. And with the cups just going down this little whirlpool, down, down, down. And up in the clouds with our swords. Down in the dirt with our pentacles. And as we come across our fire element, just like in the flames. And it's a unique one for the Strength card. You know, this lion just kind of rolling around, exposing its tummy. Ooh. And look at this Death card. So much to gather, to look into, and the world's like you're looking through something, you know, onto the other side, which is pretty cool. Got the ocean. It's like you're ascending the stairs of the High Priestess, which is nice, and that crown is waiting for you up there. The Chariot, not so much in a hurry to go anywhere. It seems like these dogs are taking a break, these little huskies. I think the aces are also phenomenal, actually. Oops. Some more swirling cups and floating swords. And wands that can withstand the fire. Perhaps forged in fire. And this one's so structured, you know, with the Emperor. And what's cool about the Hangman is the card is upside down. That's because you're upside down. So it's your perspective. And that one's interesting for the Devil. Again, our page here, Page of Swords. Beautiful Temperance card. Kind of reminds me of like Mission Bay or something in San Diego. Love the star card, the honey, and the tower. It's like your perspective on the ground. Or did you just fall out of the tower? We don't know. It's up to you and your reading. And the Hierophant, of course, with the kitty cat. They have much to teach us. That is adorable. Okay, all right, let's do a little reading for you guys. So at the end of all of my reviews, I always do a little reading. If it connects with you, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, then just hopefully you were able to stop by and see some beautiful artwork. Maybe you're interested in the deck. If you are, I always link where to get that deck down below. And also, while I'm shuffling these cards, if you've been eyeballing this gorgeous green floret back here, I will link Light of Raiga's Etsy shop down below, so you can bring this and make it in your forever home. Okay, so we have one card that flew out, so it's definitely one of the messages. And we'll make this as card number 2. And let's do card number 3. All right, let's see. What does the Elemental Power Tarot have for us? All right, we have the 10 of Swords, we have the World, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. So definitely something coming to an end and choices to be made. But what a beautiful end it is. And actually this ties in with this week. As many of you know, I am a Mayan astrologer. So this week, this trecena, which means the 13 days, we started off with the Lord Kimi. And Kimi represents Xibalba, which is the underworld representing death and rebirth. And so here we have the ending of a cycle, you know, the world kind of being like the Tolkien calendar, you know, that time is a cycle. It's cyclical, it flows, there is no beginning and there is no end. So with this, within this cycle coming to an end, could be something within your material plane, emotional plane, whatever it may be, but there are choices to be made afterwards, as there always are after the ending of something, because now something's going to be starting, and so you get to choose how you wish to continue. How do you want to start? How do you want to go forward? So that's coming up for possibly a few of you out there. So let me know if this reading connected with you. Let me know what you think of the Elemental Power Tarot. Let me know if you're taking this baby home over here. And if you have any other comments or questions. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. All of my links are down below for my newsletter, my Patreon, and also, like I said, I teach Mayan astrology in my Leon Mystery School, so that link is down below as well if you're interested in that. And that's it for me, spiritual homies. I will catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.